Hi, students. I hope you enjoyed your snow day yesterday. Let's get back into the math, but first we have a do now where we're going to answer a great question about teamwork. Then we will continue with our mixed number division and our essential question that we'll answer: how do I divide more than one mixed number in the same problem? And does the order of how I work the problems matter? And we will find out that it does. For our assignment, we'll watch this video. We'll complete the problems on the worksheet. Try some of them on your own first, but don't do all of them. Just do one or two, then check them with the video. You're going to work your page alongside the video. That's how you'll learn the best. We have a sentence to complete for our exit ticket. When I divide mixed numbers, it is best to convert the mixed numbers to what before and then we have 3 blanks. Think you know what they are already. Make sure to either show your work on the camera or turn it in, one or the other, either is fine. And remember, our exit ticket and our do now are done in teams using the draw tool, but we will do our math work on the paper copy, after which we will show it to the teacher. Make sure to show all your work. For homework, if you didn't finish anything, let's get that done tonight. Remember, we want you to put your camera on, especially at the beginning during our discussion, and then to show me your work at the end of the period. Respond when your name is called, which could be at the beginning, middle, or end of the period, and that will give you your attendance credit. And remember to show your work on camera, or if you can't do that, you can send a video, a photo, excuse me. Well, I guess a video will be fine too, to my email. So I had prepared this for yesterday, but we had a snow day. So actually, yesterday was National Maple Syrup Day. Just something little fun. And here's some fun facts about maple trees. It can yield sap for 100 years. It has to be 45 years old before it's even tapped for syrup making. It takes an average of 40 gallons to produce 1 gallon of syrup. Although maple trees are found in other continents, no other continent's maples can compare to the sweetness to the sugar maple trees in North America, which is part of the world where we live. You need frosty nights and warm sunny days to encourage the sap in the tree to flow, and the sap is what we make the maple syrup from. When the buds appear on the trees in late March or April, then the sap turns bitter, and you don't want to tap the tree for sap then. So that's why we do it in the winter. Quebec, Canada is the world's largest producer of maple syrup, responsible for 3/4 of the world's output, approximately $141 million industry, and that's US dollars. So when you can do it around here. If you have a maple tree in your backyard and it's old enough, you can tap it for sap and make maple syrup. So our do now question says, teamwork divides the work and multiplies the success. And what does that mean? Well, and I love that it's kind of a math reference, divides the work. So for dividing work, then if we're working with someone else, each person only has to do a little bit less because we're dividing the work. But remember we talked about 2 heads being better than one, or multiple heads being better than one person who tries solving something on their own? That's how you multiply the success. So I want you to think about this comment and write a sentence right here for me. And then this is our exit ticket. We'll come back to that later. So let's go on to our mixed number division self-checking. We have 3 two mixed numbers and 1 fraction. So we have a lot to work with. So we're going to use the scrap paper a lot today. So this is problem number 1. I've already converted 10.5 to an improper fraction, 21 halves, and 2 2/3 to 8/3. But remember, we're going to do that keep, change, flip. Keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction to its reciprocal. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to take 21 over 2 and do that first, and multiply it by 3 over 8. Now there's no cross canceling I can do. So what I end up with is 63 over 16. Now I have to take that 63 over 16 and multiply it. I still haven't done the 7/8, so I'm going to multiply it by 8 over 7. Now I have a lot of simplifying I can do that will help me. So 8 divided by 8 is 1, 16 divided by 8 is 2, 7 divided by 7 is 1, 63 divided by 7 is 9. 9 times 1 is 9 over 2. And if we divide 9 by 2, 4 times 2 is 8. We have 4 and 1/2. So the mixed number representation is 4 and 1/2. And we'll put that on our next problem. So number 2, 4 1/2 divided by 2 3/4. So 4 and 1/2 divided by 2 3/4. So remember, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So that will be 9/2. We convert it to an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11 over 4. Now we're going to do the keep change flip. 9 over 2 times 4 over 11. And that 2 and that 4 can be simplified. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 9 times 2 is 18. 11 times 1 is 11. And if we divide 18 by 11, it will go 1 time. 1 times 11 is 11, with 7 left over. So that mixed number version of 18 over 11 is 1 7/11. Okay, now we have number 3, 4 divided by 1 7/11 divided by 1 2/9. So let's move our paper down a little bit. Now we're going to use the improper fraction here, 18/11, okay? So it would be number 3, 4 divided by, so now we have 1 7/11, but we'll use the mixed number version because we'd have to convert it anyway, divided by 1 2/9. So we're going to think of 4 as 4 over 1, and we have the 18 over 11. And 1 2/9 is 9 times 1 is 9, plus 2, 11/9. So let's just work from left to right. 4 over 1, change to the division to multiplication, and flip 11 over 18. And 4 and 18 are both divisible by 2, which would give us 22 over 9. Now I have to use this 11/9. So I'm going to have 22 over 9 divided by 11. Let me write that a little more neatly. Divided by 11 over 9. And then we'll do the keep change flip. 22 over 9 times 9 over 11. And boy, this is about to get much easier. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 11 divided by 11 is 1. 22 divided by 11 is 2, which would give us 2 over 1, which equals 2. So that's our final answer, 2. And we'll put that over here. Now we have 2 divided by 1 4/5. This is number 4. 2 divided by 1 4/5. And 2 will be 2 over 1 divided by 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9 over 5. Now we'll do the keep change flip. 2 over 1 times 5 over 9. There's nothing we can simplify. So 2 times 5 is 10, 9 times 1 is 9. And we can see easily that that is 1 and 1/9 when converted to a mixed number. So 1 and 1/9, which we will also put on number 5. So number 5, 1 and 1/9 divided by 2/3. 1 and 1/9 divided by 2/3. 1 and 1/9 is 10/9. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10 over 9 divided by 2/3. Now we keep change flip, keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, flip the second fraction, and we can do lots of simplifying here. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 9 divided by 3 is 3, 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5, 3 times 1 is 3, and 5/3 is one group of 3 with 2/3 left over. So that's 1 and 2/3. So 1 and 2/3, 1 and 2/3. Okay, number 6. 2 and 3/5 divided by 1 and 2/3. Number 6. 2 and 3/5 divided by 1 and 2/3. Let's convert these to improper fractions. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13 over 5, divided by 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5 over 3. But now we need to keep change flip. 13 divided by 5 times 3 over 5. Now there's no simplification we can do. Don't think you can do the simplification on this one because we haven't done the keep change flip yet. So now we're going to do 13 times 3 is 39. 5 times 5 is 25. And if we divide 39 by 25, 9 take away 5 is 4. That would be 1 and 14 over 25. And that's our mixed number answer, 1 and 14/25, which we will put on number 7. And number 7, 1 and 14/25 divided by 1/5. So let's make this into a mixed number. 25 times 1 is 25, plus 14 is 39 over 25 divided by 1/5. And then to solve this, we will keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the second fraction. And I see that I can cross simplify. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Multiplying across, I have 39 over 5. So let's find out what the mixed number equivalent of that is. So I know that 5 times 7 is 35. 7 times 5 is 35. 39 minus 35 is 4/5. So 39 over 7 equals 7 and 4/5, which is our final answer. And we'll put that for number 8. So we're going to have 3 things we're dividing. 7 and 4, that should be a 5. I wrote it 8. Okay, 7 and 4/5 divided by 1/2 divided by 3. So number 8, 7 and 4/5 divided by 1/2 divided by 3. And we'll call that 3/1. Let's convert the 7 and 4/5 to an improper fraction. We'll have a denominator of 5. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 4 is 39. Now let's do these first 2 using our keep change flip. 39/5 times 2/1. Nothing to simplify, we just have to multiply across. So 39 times 2 is 78 over 5. Now we have to divide by 3/1. So we have 78/5 divided by 3/1, and we'll use our keep change flip. 78/5, it's an 8, times 1/3. And 78 is a multiple of 3. 3 is a factor of 78. 78 divided by 3 is 26. So multiplying across, 26/5. And let's convert that to a mixed number. We know that 5 times 5 is 25. So that would be 5 and 1/5. So here we go. 5 and 1/5, which we will put for number 9. Number 9, 5 and 1/5 divided by 8/9. Now let's convert 5 and 1/5 to an improper fraction. 5 times 5 is 25, and 1 more is 26 over 5 divided by 8/9. We'll use our keep change flip. 26/5 times 9/8. And 8 and 26 are both divisible by 2. So 8 divided by 4, I'm going to change the color for that. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 26 divided by 2 is 13. Now, 13 times 9. We have that. 5 times 4 is 20. 13 times 9, let's do that over here. No, do not reach for a calculator. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 1 is 9, and 2 is, so that's 117 over 20. And let's convert that to a mixed number. We're going to divide 20 into 117. We know that 5 times 20 is 100, which leaves us 17/20 left over. So that would be 5 and 17/20. Okay, big last problem. We're not trusting that. We're going to verify it. 5 and 17/20 divided by 3/5 divided by 6 1/2. Let's convert everything to improper fractions. 3/5 will still be 3/5. 20 times 5 is 100 plus 17. 117 divided by 20, divided by 3/5, divided by 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13 over 2. So let's work with the first two fractions first. Keep change flip, 117 divided by 20 times 5 over 3. Let's do some simplifying. 5 divided by 5 is 1, 20 divided by 5 is 4, and 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 117, let's work over here, divided by 3, so 3 times 3 is 9, that leaves 27, and 27 divided by 3 is 9, 9, 18, 27. So 117 divided by 3 is 39. Now multiplying across is easy, 39 over 4. Now we still have to divide by the 13 over 2. So 39 over 4 times the reciprocal, which is 2 over 13. Lots of simplifying we can do. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 13 divided by 13 is 1. 39 divided by 13 is 3, which gives us 3 over 2, which is equal to 1 with 1/2 left over. And our answer checks. So let's go back and complete our exit ticket. When I divide mixed numbers, it is best to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Let's use the other line for that word, fractions. Before I keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication and flip the second fraction to its reciprocal. So good job. I see that we are getting very close to Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you've had a chance to decorate and have some Christmas fun. Either way, whether you decorate for Christmas or don't, this is for you, a beautiful Christmas ornament for your hard work. Thank you for working hard. Be proud of all the work you're accomplishing in this historic year. And remember, with practice, you'll be great.